Hello everyone, it's me, J-Dub Vlogs. Recently there was a video uploaded of my dad, David Bleasby, being interviewed by Waylon Myers. The links will be in the description box below, but I kind of want to come over here and piggyback off some of the things that David said on the interview that I think does need to kind of be talked about, and you can leave a comment below on things that you used to do. Because a lot of the people around us now are the younger generation. So you got social media out here now. You got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever social media platform you could think of, when we didn't have that growing up. And another thing that David did bring up on his interview, it was like, if you were bullied, you were bullied in school. We didn't have to worry about being bullied on any social media platform because we didn't have it back then. And we didn't even have a cell phone back then. We had a beeper. Hey, you could page us and we'd go to a payphone for 25 cents and call you and see what's going on, but most people didn't even have cell phones. If you did, you had a car phone, if y'all remember those. And another thing that he said on his interview is that, back then we used to play, y'all know we had to play. You come home, you do your schoolwork, and you go outside and play, and don't let the street light catch you. And, we went outside and played. We did. We even went to sleep several years and would leave our front door and back door open. And literally we had a screen door on our house to where let that fresh air come in. Even when you would go to your buddy's house, you didn't knock. You just walked straight through the front door. Hey, Miss Carol, where's Mike? Or where's Lily? I'm here to play. And if they weren't home, if they were down around the corner or whatever, you go down there, walk in them people's house, and you start playing. And that's just how it was back then, And another thing I want to bring up is if your parents were at work and you got in trouble, during my generation, if we got into trouble, we got our butt tore up all the way down the street by our elders. And then we got another butt whooping by our parents when we got home. And here's another thing that you don't see anymore, and I'm going to speak on this, and a lot of people might not know what I'm speaking of because of the area that I came up in. If the OGs were on the corner, and I'm going to say that again, if the OGs were on the corner and you got into some trouble, you got your butt whooped by the OG too. And if, even if you thought you were going to skip school, that OG would be driving your butt right on up there to the school. Wasn't no skipping no school. Wasn't no thinking you're going to steal out the corner store. Wasn't no thinking you're going to try to be bad and be the next person up there selling 2 for $5. Well, none of that. The OGs didn't play that, and that's something you don't see nowadays. This generation of kids, they don't even know what an OG is. They might hear it in some of the music, but I don't think they understand what an OG was in our generation. Another thing that I wanted to piggyback off of David, he said something else. It'll come to me. And he made a lot of good points in his interview. Another thing, it was I can't even think of the question. The question was, it was something like, did you ever accomplish something in life that someone said you wouldn't? And I think we've all been in that situation before where people were like, oh, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't do that. You don't got this credibility. You don't got that credibility, but you got out there and you prove them people wrong. You prove to them people that any goal that you set, that you can accomplish. And it was something else I wanted to touch bases on. Like, coming up, I did get a chance to see the black and white TV, to where you had to turn the knob on it. You probably only got like 5 channels. We went from that TV to the floor model TV that we had to have the bunny ears on, had to have the aluminum foil just right for the TV to work. I remember every Sunday, us as a family, we would line up in front of the TV, because that's when all the good shows were on TV on Sunday, especially in Living Color. You can do what you wanna do in Living Color. So we went from the floor model TVs to the big body TVs, now to the flat screen TVs. Now, touching bases on that, I want to go back to us as kids. My generation, we knew what playing was. You get your butt out there, you go ride your bicycle, ride your skates, your skateboard, get a box, slide down a hill, hide and seek, Red Rover. We kept ourselves entertained. That's something that we did. But this generation of kids, they do not know what outside playing is. And one thing I can actually say about Michelle Obama, she was the one that came in office and changed the hospital's cafeteria over to savory cafeterias. She had all the schools basically go on to like a diet plan too, because these children, they don't know what playing is. They're sitting in the house on these electronics, and they're not getting that exercise. And here in my city, they've taken recess away. So I don't care if you're in elementary to high school, you're not going outside on no playground. You're not getting that run time. And what was that other thing that we would have once a year? Field day. We don't even have field day anymore, where the kids go outside and they have to do 20-yard dash, 50-yard dash, or the pull-ups, sit-ups. We don't have that anymore. So a lot of things have changed over the times, especially you can't go to bed and leave your front door open no more. That's number one. Number two, you can't even leave your car unlocked. And as I wanted to piggyback off of this too, you still see people going out here, going to the gas stations, and they're leaving their child in the car, key still in the ignition, and they're walking into the gas station to pay for their gas. If you see that, say something. Especially right now during the summertime, it is too hot for anybody. I don't care if it's an infant or an elder. It is too hot for someone to be sitting in a car while the driver is in the gas station or in a store. That's just wrong. And if it's an infant, kick the window out, then call the police. It's sad how times have changed. Like, back in the day, I'm not afraid to admit it, there was a long time when we went hungry, but we were able to go to our neighbor's house to have something to eat. You were able to lend on your neighbor back then. Now, I honestly can sit here and tell you that I cannot even go and ask my neighbor for a roll of toilet paper. I can't. Half the time, when you're in a community, people don't want to know you. They don't want to get to know you. But it's always best to at least know somebody in your neighborhood. Somebody. And he touched on a lot of good bases. And you all know David Bleasby here on my channel as my dad. The interview was great. And I would like to know what y'all think. Leave your comment down there in the comments. Like, what did you do coming up as a child that your the children in this generation can't do, or what did you do coming up as a child? Like, if it's even leaving your front door open while you went to bed. You know, I want to know in the comments, like, y'all seen the change. It's been a constant change from the day we were born till right now, 2021. Even, you know, during the pandemic, you know, here in Georgia, they put a scare out when they say we're getting snow, because Georgia isn't used to snow. So it's a panic then. Everybody runs out, goes grab bread, milk, ice cream, whatever. But during the pandemic, there's been an even bigger scare to where you're running out there, you're hoarding on toilet paper, groceries, Lysol, hand sanitizer. I mean, touch on some of these things in the comments, because we've seen a drastic change, and it is sad now that the generation of kids, that's all they know. I can't even tell you how many Christmas has passed by that I haven't seen a child outside on their new bicycle, their new Power Wheel. We used to see this constant. Christmas morning, all the kids are outside playing on their new toys. Not anymore. The PlayStation, the tablet, the iPhone, whatever electronic device it is, that's what took place. The children being able to go outside and play. But I will touch on this too. It has gotten dangerous out here to where an adult does need to be out there overseeing the kids. Correct. Another thing that you'll see now is if there is a child outside playing, you've got the oldest child raising the baby. Come on now. And then you got the parents at the club with her child. What happened? Even during Easter, you know, we used to get our hair pressed, our hair curled. We used to have on an Easter dress. Everybody's getting ready for church, getting ready for the Easter egg hunt in the community. You don't see that no more. No more. When's the last time that you've seen something like that? Or it's just sad how times have changed. Y'all know even some buffets now, it's like they got a drive-in now due to the pandemic. But I want everybody to go over there and watch David Bleasby's interview. He did a real great job, and I think you'll be pleased with his interview. Make sure y'all sub up to him. And Waylon, great interview, because I wanted to piggyback off of his interview. And Gemma Harvey, are you really sneaky? Doreen, are you really bad and only 20 miles away? Are we going to be pulling up sometime this summer to Dad's house? And the other question I want to throw out there was something brought up about Tan's World on Waylon's interview. So my question is who's really the favorite child? Who's really the shit stirrer? Who's really naughty and who's really nice? Because I heard some people on the nice list that should be on the naughty list, because Mr. David Bleasby, you still got to figure out who gave us the numbers to the Amex card, because it wasn't me. I'm not computer savvy, and my eyesight is bad. It's really bad. Like right now, I can see where I'm filming, but if there were some words in front of me, I cannot read them without my glasses on, sir. So I think you need to go back to your nice list while you've got the summer and the fall ahead, and rethink your statements on that interview. Hope everybody enjoys this video, and y'all click on that link down below and go watch David Bleasby's interview. And don't forget to comment on some changes that you've seen from childhood to current. Thank you.